Okay. So we'll write the current waveform. Okay, from that current waveform, we'll try to find out these things. Okay, first we'll write the current waveform. To write the current, okay, we'll go by another method. Okay, what is the current across the inductor? That can be written like this: I of t is equal to I infinite I0 minus I infinite e power minus t by tau. Okay, where tau is the time constant of the circuit, tau is equal to L by R. What is the value of L here? That is 1 millihenry. What is the value of R? That is 10. Okay, so this is 10 power minus 4 seconds is the tau. Okay, what is I infinite? Final current is 10 ampere. What is the initial current? 0 ampere. Final current 10 ampere. Then e power minus 10 power 4 into t. Okay, so what is the final answer? 10. 1 minus e power minus 10 power 4 into t. Okay, so this is the current through the inductor with respect to time, where the time variation is in between 0 to infinite. Now I have the current nature across the inductor. Now I can calculate anything that I want. What is the current at t is equal to 0 plus? Okay, you substitute t is equal to 0 plus. Again, you know t is equal to 0 plus is same as t is equal to 0 approximately. Okay, then you substitute t is equal to 0 plus t is equal to 0, then definitely the current will be 0, because 10 1 minus e power 0 is 1, then 0. Okay, then I need differentiation of the current. Okay, so you differentiate this one time. If you differentiate di by dt, this is 10, differentiation of this one is 0. Okay, then this is 10 power 4 e power minus 10 power 4 t. But what I need the value of this term di by dt at t is equal to 0. Okay, then moment I put t is equal to 0, okay, e power 0 is 1, 10 power 4 is there, already 10 is there. Then what is the answer? 10 power 5 ampere per second. Okay, so again I need differentiation square, di by dt square, d square I by dt square. Then one more time you differentiate this. Okay, one more time. So what is this answer? First I'll take di by dt. Okay, di by dt is equal to 10 power 5, 10 power 5 e power minus 10 power 4 t. Okay, then you differentiate this one more time, that is d square I by dt square, that is 10 power 9, that minus will come, 10 minus 10 power 9 e power minus 10 power 4 into t. But I need the answer at t is equal to 0 plus. Okay, at t is equal to 0 plus. Okay, e power 0 is 1, then minus 10 power 9. Okay, ampere per second square. Ampere per second square is the answer. So like this also you can do. Okay, so next we'll see another problem. Find I0 plus V0 plus di by dt 0 plus dv by dt 0 plus I infinite V infinite. Others mute the mic. Okay, once if you want to talk you can unmute, otherwise mute the mic. Okay, the switch is closed at t is equal to 0. This is 1 microfarad. Okay, so the V means the voltage here. Okay, the voltage across the capacitor, they call it as V. Okay, then 400 volt is applied. Okay, so now definitely there is going to be some I. The I is the current here. Okay, so the I is the current here. Okay, so I is current here, V is the voltage across the capacitor, I is the current through the inductor. Now we have to calculate this quantity. Okay, definitely there is going to be some I0 plus some voltage will be there at the initial stage. Okay, that we'll calculate. Okay, now the switch is closed at t is equal to 0. Okay, that means what? Okay, at t is equal to 0, you are including this branch, 6 ohm branch. Previously, this branch is not there. Okay, the switch is not applied to the source. Switch is applied to some element. Okay, so this element is not there before applying the switch, but this element will be there after applying the switch. That means what? The source is there from long time. Okay, so the source is there from minus infinite. Okay, from minus infinite to up to this time, but you are closing the switch at t is equal to 0. Okay, so that means what? Before t is equal to 0, this branch will not be there and everything else will be there. Okay, so now somebody tell me what will be di by dt. That means what? Before t is equal to 0, this branch, 6 ohm branch will not be there. After t is equal to 0, this 6 ohm branch will be there. Now, what is the current? Okay, what is the current at t is equal to 0 minus? What is the current at infinite? Okay, now this is the initial current, this is a final current. Whether the final current is greater than the initial current or less than the initial current. Any idea? Anybody? Okay,
Greater than the.
Greater. Greater, sir?
I infinity, sir.
Greater. Yes, what about others?
Sir, I infinity lower, sir.
I
Yes.
infinity lower.
Yes, yes. Okay. There is confusion among you always. Yes, that is that. Okay, I'll explain you with a very simple problem. Suppose the situation is like this. Okay, I am having some resistance, some voltage. Okay, and this voltage I'll take, it is like 4 volt. Okay, something like that. Now this is 2 ohm, this is 2 ohm. Okay, now I am going to ask you one question. Suppose this is also 2 ohm. Suppose if this 2 ohm is not there, what is the current? Okay, and then what is the current with this 2 ohm? Which one will be greater? Which one will be lesser? Now, but I need current here, the source current. I need the source current. In which case the source current will be I? When you have this resistance or when you do not have this resistance? That is my question. Okay, we will see. The I source current without 2 ohm is 4 divided by 4, that is 1 ampere. Okay, so but I source current with the inclusion of this 2 ohm is 4 by 3, that is like 1.1 how much 1.3, I don't know. Okay, so 1.3 ampere. Which one is greater? The current will be I when you include the resistance here in the parallel branch. Okay, when you include one more resistance, then the source current will be I. Okay, so what is happening? The moment you include the resistance, what is happening? The effective resistance is getting decreased. I already told you. When there are parallel branches, the moment you introduce the extra resistance, the effective resistance will reduce. Then what will happen? The total current will increase. The total current will increase. The concept purida, sir?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. So similarly, okay, same concept if you apply here, when the resistance is not there, you'll get some value. Let me say suppose 10 ampere. For example, I'm telling, we'll calculate what is the actual value. But when you include the resistance, definitely you'll get the more current. Okay, definitely more than this one. Okay, you will not get the less current, less than 10. Definitely it will be more than 10. That is the idea. That means what? Surely di by dt is what, sir? Positive or negative? Positive.
Negative.
Yes. எப்படி சார் நெகட்டிவ் சொல்றீங்க? Final current is high, initial current is low, then slope is positive. Final current is high, initial current is low, then slope is positive. Please remember this. Slope concept la eduthu konjam padinga. Okay, So slope is positive. Suppose if final current is less than the initial current, then slope is negative. Okay, so but in this case, final current will be greater than the initial current, then the slope will be positive. Okay, slope will be positive. Now, what will be the voltage across this capacitor? That is the next question. Okay, what is the voltage across the capacitor? Okay, when you are not having this resistance, when the resistance is not there, what will be the voltage? The moment you introduce the resistance, what will be the voltage here? Any idea? Voltage will increase or decrease, sir? Anybody? கொஸ்டின் புரியுதுங்களா? எனிவே ஐயோட நேச்சர் ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணிட்டோம். அதாவது சார் ஃபார்முலாலாம் வச்சு சால்வ் பண்றது எனிவே ஈஸி சார். ஐ வில் டூ நோ ப்ராப்ளம். ஈவன் இந்த டெக்ஸ்ட் புக் இட் இஸ் தேர். Okay, that is okay. We can do anyway. But you need this analysis. So once if you know this analysis, without solving, you can put the answer. That is the idea. Okay, without solving anything, directly you can choose the answer. Okay, you don't need the big derivation and all. Okay, now tell me what will be the voltage without 6 ohm, with 6 ohm. In which case you will get less voltage, in which case you will get more voltage. Any analysis? Any guess? Any idea?
நீங்க சொன்னீங்கல சார் parallel ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் ஆட் பண்ணா R equivalent வந்து டிக்ரீஸ் ஆகும்னு சொன்னீங்கல்ல.
ஆமா, yes.
டிக்ரீஸ் ஆகுனா வோல்டேஜ் வந்து ரெடியூஸ் ஆகும்.
Yes, very good. Okay, so the voltage will reduce. Okay, when the R equivalent is getting decreased, the voltage will reduce. That means what? Initially you will have more voltage, finally you will have less voltage. That means what? dV by dt will be negative. dV by dt will be negative. Okay, so now we'll solve what is the answer we are getting. We'll see. Okay, so but initially di by dt will be positive. Okay, dV by dt will be negative. Okay, now we'll go by the actual procedure. We'll see what is going to happen. Okay, so what is the state of the circuit at t is equal to 0 minus? Okay, before applying the switching operation, definitely the circuit will be in steady state. Once the circuit is in steady state, that means before applying the switch, that means anyway this 6 ohm will not be there. The inductor is short, this capacitor is open, then you'll get the rest of the element, 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 2 ohm and 400 volt. Okay, so the state of the circuit at t is equal to 0 minus will be like this. Okay, this is inductor short, again this resistance, this is 3 ohm, again this is the capacitor will be open at steady state, this is 400 volt. Okay, then what is the value of this resistance? That is 2 ohm. Now I'll put plus here, minus here. Okay, now what is the voltage here? That is V0 minus. What is the voltage here? Anybody? What is the voltage across this open circuit format? V of 0 minus. எவ்வளவு சொல்லுங்க?
400.
400. What about this resistance? Again, you are not understanding. Okay, so அதுக்காக தான் சொல்றேன் நிறைய ப்ராப்ளம் சால்வ் பண்ணன்றது. Okay, so anyway this is open circuit. The current flowing here is 0 ampere only, but here some current will flow. Whatever the current that is coming there, the same current will flow here. That means what? It is very simply like a voltage division rule. Okay, the voltage across this open terminal is same as what is the voltage across this 3 ohm. Okay, but definitely there will not be any voltage drop here. Again, the voltage drop across this 3 ohm is same as what is the voltage drop here. Okay, but if some current is flowing there, I cannot take like that, but the current here is 0. That means what is the voltage drop across 3 ohm is same as what is the voltage drop here. Okay, the voltage drop across 3 ohm, I can easily apply voltage division because current is not, any current is not coming here. When there is no current here, I can easily apply the voltage division. Okay, so that is 400 into 3 divided by 5. That is 240 volt. Okay, 240 volt. Again, I have to identify what is the state of the circuit at t is equal to 0 plus. Okay, what at t is equal to 0 plus. Again, what is the current here? Current also we have to find out at t is equal to 0 plus, what is the current here? Because current they mentioned here. Now what is the current? 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 400 divided by 2 plus 3 is 5. Okay, 80 ampere. 80 ampere is the current, initial current. I is equal to 0 plus across the inductor. 80 ampere. Okay, so initial voltage is 240 volt because V0 minus is same as V0 plus, and again V0 plus is also 240 volt. Okay, 240 volt is the answer. Now what is the state of the circuit at this, what is the state of the circuit at t is equal to 0 plus? Okay, so the moment you close the switch, again this 6 ohm will come into the picture. Again, already some initial current is flowing across the inductor. You have to replace it with the corresponding equivalent circuit. Here also already some initial voltage will be there. Okay, what is that initial voltage? That is 240. Again, that also we have to replace with the corresponding equivalent circuit. Then it will be something like this. Okay, because again inductor will act as a open circuit at the time of switching, but you have to mention that the current flowing through the inductor is 80 ampere. I'll mention like this. Then 6 ohm branch will be included after the switching. 2 ohm. Again capacitor has to be replaced with this equivalent. Okay, it will be having 240 volt, and also the capacitor will act as a short circuit at the time of switching. That short also we are putting there, and the rest of the elements will be there as it is. Okay, this is 400 volt, this is 2 ohm. Again you connect everything. This is 3 ohm, this is 3 ohm, this is 6 ohm. Okay, now what we have to find out finally. Okay, so anyway we find out the I0 plus V0 plus. Next we have to find out di by dt. Okay, di by dt. That means where I will get di by dt? I will get di by dt here because this is the inductor. The voltage across the inductor V is equal to L di by dt. Then I should know what is the voltage across the inductor at t is equal to 0 plus. That means I have to find out what is the voltage across the inductor at t is equal to 0 plus. Once if I know the voltage across the inductor at t is equal to 0 plus, then I can easily find out what is di by dt at t is equal to 0 plus. Now my aim is to find out this term. Okay, I have to find out this term. How to find out? Okay, so this is 400 volt. Okay, then what will be the voltage here? And again 80 amperes current is flowing here. Then what will be the voltage of this one? That is the question. Okay, for that what you need to find out? You need to know what is the nodal voltage. Okay, nodal voltage is the voltage with respect to ground. Once if you calculate this nodal voltage Vn, then you can easily calculate. Once if you know the nodal voltage, again 80 amperes current is flowing through 2 ohms, then you also know what is the voltage drop here. You know the voltage here, you know these two voltage, then you can find out what is the rest of the voltage. Okay, for that you should know what is the voltage at this point, that is nodal. Okay, you apply the nodal equation at this point. That means what current leaving the branches, leaving from the branches are 0. That means what is the current leaving in this branch? That is 80 ampere. Okay, so that is entering. So that I will put like minus 80. Okay, then what is the current leaving in this branch? Vn by 6. Vn by 6. What is the current leaving in this branch? That is Vn minus 240 divided by 2. What is the current leaving in this branch? Vn by simply 3. Okay, so I'll write the nodal equation. The nodal equation is current leaving the branch minus 80 Vn by 6, Vn minus 240 divided by 2, Vn by 3 is equal to 0. So finally the nodal voltage is 200 volt. Okay, now what is the relationship? What is the relationship between what is the relationship between nodal voltage and these voltages? Okay, these voltages, say this I'll write the voltage across 2 ohm. Okay, because the current is flowing in this way, the voltage across that will be 160 volt. Okay, so I'll write the equation here, minus 400 plus V2 ohm plus VL is same as Vn. Okay, so minus 200, sorry, minus, what is that? Minus 400, that voltage across the 2 ohm. Okay, and what is the VL0 plus is same as, and again, once if you write like this, okay, you come this way, minus, plus, minus. Now I'll write the nodal voltage. Is it plus or minus, sir? When I write the KVL like this, first minus, plus, plus. When it is comes to Vn, is it plus Vn or minus Vn?
Minus, sir.
Plus Vn. Okay, so plus Vn is equal to 0 minus 400. What is V2 ohm? 80 into 2, that is 160 volt. Okay, then VL 0 plus. Vn already we have calculated, that is 200. Okay, then from this you can identify what is VL 0 plus, that is 40 volt. Okay, then once if you know VL 0 plus, what is VL? VL, V is equal to L di by dt. Then di by dt is equal to VL divided by L. You need at t is equal to 0 plus. Okay, t is equal to 0 plus. Then you know what is VL 0 plus. Then what is the value of L? VL 0 plus is simply 40. What is the value of the inductor? That is 1 M. Then you'll get 4 into 10 power 4 ampere per second. Okay, is it positive or negative? Positive. Okay, we'll verify this. What is D? What should be the dA by dt? dA by dt has to be positive. Okay, so we are getting same sign, positive only. Okay, somewhat it is correct. Okay, it is positive, and also the value is 4 into 10 power 4 ampere per second. Okay, so then next what we need after this, we need dV by dt. Okay, once if you want to calculate dV by dt here, you should know what is the current through this branch, because IC is equal to C dVC by dt. So once if you want to calculate this quantity, you need to know what is the current through this branch. Okay, so now I'll try to find out what is the current through this branch now. Okay, what is the current there? We'll see. Okay, so now what I need to know what is the current here, IC. Because this is a circuit at t is equal to 0 plus. Once if I know the current through there, then I can calculate with the help of this formula, because IC is equal to C dVC by dt. If I know the current, then I can calculate this quantity dVC by dt. Okay, so what is the current here? Again, it is very simple. This is the nodal voltage. The nodal voltage is Vn. This is 240 volt. Now, what would be the current? The current IC is very simply Vn minus 240. Okay, Vn minus 240 divided by 2 ohm. This is the current. Again, you know what is Vn. Vn nodal voltage is 200 volt. Okay, 200 volt minus 240 divided by 2. Okay, then what will be the current value? Minus 20 ampere. Okay, current is going in some manner, that's okay, but this is our notation, IC. Okay, so because if the voltage across the capacitor like this, then the current will be flowing inside actually in general during the charging process. The same notation we'll use. Okay, now IC is equal to minus 20 ampere. Now what is the formula? I is equal to C dVC by dt. I is equal to C dVC by dt. Then dVC by dt is equal to IC by C at t is equal to 0 plus. Okay, dVC by dt at t is equal to 0 plus is IC 0 plus divided by C. IC 0 plus, just now we have calculated, that is minus 20. What is the capacitor value? That is 1 microfarad. And again, finally, minus 20 into 10 power 6 volt per second. Okay, so is it positive or negative? Negative. Okay, we'll see. Initially, what is our discussion? dV by dt is negative. Okay, somehow we are getting the same answer. Now we have calculated I0 plus, V0 plus, di by dt 0 plus, dV by dt 0 plus. Finally, we have to calculate what is I infinite and V infinite. That means what? Final current final voltage, okay, at steady state, at t is equal to infinite. Okay, finally this will be short, this will be open, and also the one more change is we will include this resistance because we are closing the switch at t is equal to 0. Okay, so what is the steady state values at t is equal to infinite? The circuit will be in steady state. Okay, inductor is completely short. Capacitor is completely open. This is 3 ohm. This is 6 ohm. This is 2 ohm. This is IL infinite. This is VC infinite. This is 2 ohm. 400 volt. Okay, this is like open circuit. Now what is the voltage here? Anybody? Okay, the VC infinite is again voltage division rule. 6 parallel 3 is 2. Okay, 400 into 2 divided by 4. Okay, so 200 volt is the answer. VC infinite. What is IL infinite? Okay, 6 parallel with 3 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 400 divided by 4 is 100 ampere. 100 ampere is the answer. Okay, so the final current is 100 ampere. Final voltage is 200 volt. Again, you can compare with the initial voltage. Okay, before switching, what is the voltage? Okay, before switching, what is the current? Either it increases or it decreases. You can compare. Okay, based on that also you can decide what will be the dA by dt or dV by dt. Okay, so yes sir, புரியுதா?
Sir.
சொல்லுங்க.
Sir, the 2 VC infinity போட்டிங்களா 400 into 2 by 4.
ஆமா.
நடுவுல 2 ohms இருக்குல்ல சார், அது கன்சிடர் பண்ணவே இல்ல.
அதாவது சார் ஒண்ணே ஒன்று புரிஞ்சுங்க, சர்க்யூட் அனாலிசிஸ் பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் ஒரு எலமெண்ட் நம்மளுடைய கன்சிடரேஷன்ல வருமா வராதுன்றது அது வழியா கரண்ட் போகுதா இல்லையான்றது இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். இது வழியா கரண்ட் போகுங்களா?
இல்ல சார், போகாது சார்.
போகாது. அப்ப அதனால அதை கன்சிடர் பண்ண வேண்டிய அவசியம் கிடையாது.
அது இல்ல சார், இந்த 2 ohms சொல்றேன். IL of infinity
அது இங்க போட்டிருக்கனே, IL of infiniteல போட்டிருக்கனே. 6 parallel with 3 என்ன சார்? 2ங்களா? 2 plus 2 என்னது? 6 parallel with 3 2ங்களா? 2 plus 2 என்னது? 4ஆ?
ஓகே சார்.
4 400 divided by 400 ampere இன்க்ளூட் பண்ணிருக்கேன்.
ஓகே சார்.
Okay, so next we'll take another problem. Okay, see, once if you're not comfortable with this, okay, you go by your own method. Okay, but you should practice this. Okay, by looking at the network very easily you have to write these things. Okay, because the current here is 0 ampere, that's why I have not taken this 2 ohm into account. Okay, I can put it easily like this. Everything all are same. Okay. Okay, next we'll see the another circuit. Find Vs 0 plus okay, so there is one switch, the switch is opened at t is equal to 0. Okay, that means what? Before t is equal to 0 the switch is closed. Okay, the switch is closed. Then what is the voltage here? What is the voltage here between these 2 points? But remember, the voltage between these 2 points is same as voltage between these 2 points. You have to understand that. voltage between these 2 points is same as voltage between these 2 points. Okay, so they are interested the voltage across both element R1 and C. What is the voltage across both element? Okay, in general they used to ask what is the voltage here for C alone, but now they are asking combinedly what is the voltage in between these 2 points, that is same as voltage in between these 2 points, that means voltage in between the R1 and C. Okay, so the options are given like this: A1 is equal to V R1 by R1 plus R2, V R2 R1 plus R2, C equal to V R1 by R2, D V is equal to R2 by R1. Anybody, what is the voltage? Okay, first, what is the nature of the circuit at T is equal to 0 minus? Okay, before applying the switch, what is the nature of the circuit? Anybody? Okay, so the nature of the circuit is before applying the switch is closed. Okay, the switch is closed. That means this is the nature of the circuit. Okay, before opening the switch. Why? Because before opening the switch, this is short circuit. This is the network with R1 and C. Then again, in which way the current will flow? The current will be flowing through this short circuit path only, because at steady state, at T is equal to 0 minus, the network will be in steady state. At T is equal to 0 minus, the network will be in steady state. When the network is in steady state, again, this is short circuit path, this is open circuit, this is the circuit with R1 and C. Definitely the current will be flowing through this branch. Okay, now at T is equal to 0 minus, this is the state of the circuit. Okay, this is R2 and L. Now what is the current flowing through the circuit? Okay, the current flowing through the circuit is IL0 minus. Okay, that is same as IL0 plus. Okay, because current across the inductor cannot change suddenly. That's why IL0 minus is equal to IL0 plus, that is equal to IL0. That is same as, again, at steady state, the inductor, because at T is equal to 0 minus, the circuit is at a steady state. That means I can replace this with the short circuit. Okay, this is like short at steady state. Then what is the current flowing through this? That is simply V divided by R2. This is the current flowing through this one. Then what is happening at T is equal to 0 plus? At T is equal to 0 plus, just after the switching. Okay, so the moment I close this, just after the switching means you are opening that switch. Okay, you are opening that switch. Then the state of the diagram will be like this. Okay, you are opening the switch, and again already some resistance is there. Again, you know one thing. Again, one more thing you should know. Again, during this process, what is the voltage across the capacitor? Anyway, that here that resistance will be there. The capacitor will be here. Capacitor is open. Okay, because here R1 resistance is there. Here the capacitor is there. Capacitor is open, but the state of the circuit is like this. Then what is the voltage across the capacitor? Anybody? At T is equal to 0 minus, the state of the network is like this. What is the voltage across the capacitor? Any idea? Situation புரியுதா sir? At T is equal to 0 minusல இப்படிதான் இருக்கும் நெட்வொர்க். ஏன்னா இது ஷார்ட்ல இருக்கு, இண்டக்டரும் ஷார்ட் ஆயிடும், கெப்பாசிட்டரும் ஓபன் ஆயிடும். இது R1. இப்போ கெப்பாசிட்டருக்கு வோல்டேஜ் இருக்குமா இருக்காதா? எனிபடி சொல்லுங்க, மைக்ல சொல்லுங்க, கமெண்ட்ல போட்டு பார்க்கிறது கிடையாது நான். எஸ்
சார் இருக்கும் சார்.
எஸ், வாட் அபவுட் அதர்ஸ்? ஓகே, ஸோ கெப்பாசிட்டருக்கு வோல்டேஜ் இருக்காது. ஏன் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இது ஓப்பன், இது ஓப்பன். அப்போ இங்கே போகிற கரண்ட் எவ்வளோ? 0 ஆம்பியர். இங்கே 0 ஆம்பியர் கரண்ட் போகுதுன்னா இங்கே இருக்கிற வோல்டேஜ் எவ்வளோதான்? 0 வோல்டேஜ் தான். அகெயின் யூ அப்ளை KVL in this loop. You apply KVL in this loop. This is 0 volt. This is like short only. Wire means short, 0 volt. finally you will get 0 volt only. So the voltage across the capacitor is 0 volt. Okay, voltage across the capacitor is now the initial voltage is 0 volt because the circuit is in that way. Okay, we cannot do anything. So there is no rule like if it's steady state means always it should have a voltage. It all depends on the circuit. Okay, what is the nature of the circuit? So here at a steady state, the voltage across the capacitor is 0 volt. The voltage across the capacitor is 0 volt because I have to represent the equivalent circuit here. Okay, so now at t is equal to 0 plus, the capacitor is having 0 volt. Okay, and also what is the nature of the capacitor at t is equal to 0 plus? It is like short. Again, if at all any initial voltage is there, I will put it here. But here there is no initial voltage. That's why I will not put any voltage. But because the initial voltage is 0 volt. Okay, 0 volt means again short circuit only. So this is the nature of the capacitor at t is equal to 0 plus. Anyway, that R1 will be there. Okay, I want to measure what is this voltage. Okay, then the rest of the circuit is like this. Okay, so this is V, and again this is R2, but inductor is having some initial voltage. Okay, sorry, inductor is having some current. Okay, because at t is equal to 0, inductor is having some initial current. Okay, at the time of switching, inductor is having some initial current. That current is V by R2. Whenever the inductor is having initial current, at the time of switching, the inductor is open. Okay, but also we have to put that initial current. What is that initial current value? That is V by R2. Okay, so it will be having this initial current. Again, I'll put the rest of the circuit as it is. I'll put like this. Okay, for capacitor, at the time of switching, capacitor is short, and also I will put the initial voltage, but the initial voltage is 0. That's why here everything is short. For inductor, it is having initial current of this value V by R2, but the inductor at the time of switching is open circuit. So I'll put like this. Then over. Now I have to find out what is the voltage drop in between these two terminals. Okay, so I know one thing. The moment I apply the switch, this is open. That means what? Here the current flow here is 0 ampere. Okay, then this current is coming here V by R2. It will come like this, come like this. Then what is the current entering here? That is V by R2. Okay, the same current will go here V by R2. But here 0 ampere only because this is open, and the same current will go here V by R2. Now some current is flowing, already resistance is there. What is the voltage drop here? The voltage drop here is same as Vs. If you see here, this point is same as this point. This point is same as this point. So voltage drop across R1 is same as the voltage Vs. That means finally Vs is equal to R1 into V by R2. Okay, so that means what? V R1 by R2 is the answer. V R1 by R2 is the answer. C is the answer. Okay, so we'll stop with this. Okay, we'll see the rest of the things on tomorrow. Okay, so